Hey everyone, my name is Monica, and today I'm going to break down Prasārita Pādottānāsana, which is one of the standing postures in Ashtanga Yoga. So we start from Samasthiti at the top of your mat. On your inhale, you step the right foot back. So your feet are parallel to each other. Sometimes there's a tendency to turn the toes out, but you don't want to do that. You want to turn the toes in so that allows for the right rotation into the hips when we fold forward. So this is a really deep forward fold and a really deep deepening into the hip joints. So in some ways this posture is preparing us for even deeper forward folds, like in Marichasanas, or even in like behind the head when we go into really deep forward fold and hip rotation. So it's important to establish the right foundations here. So for A, there's 4 different parts to this posture. There's A, B, C, and D. For A, we start with the hands on the hips. We take a deep breath in. When we exhale, we bring the hands to the mat. The palms should be flat on the mat. If they can't be flat, then you can separate the feet a little bit so that the hands can touch, or you can slightly bend the knees. You take another inhale here when you come down to lengthen the spine, and on the exhale you fold forward again, and you walk the hands back if the palms are flat. So I'm going to turn around. I think this angle is probably going to be better for you to see what's happening. You bring the palms flat, and you start to walk the hands back with the palms flat. And as you walk the hands back, you want the elbows to move in towards each other and the shoulders away from the ears. So you don't want this to happen where the palms come off of the mat. Keep the palms down, elbows in, and shoulders away from the ears. And now you're going to use this position in the hands to help you to push the torso through the legs. So I'm going to exaggerate the movement so you can see what's happening. You're going to push. I'm pushing the hands forward without lifting the hands off of the floor to pull the torso in the opposite direction through the legs. Yeah, this is a really deep version of it. So maybe you just end up here. That's totally fine. And then finally you can get the top of the head onto the floor, and that gives you a 3rd point of contact to keep pushing through in that direction. So you can get the top of the head and push with the head to go through the legs. So you have your hands and the top of your head all pushing forward, moving forward to pull the torso through the legs, going deeper into the posture. And then once you're here, you can settle into it by engaging through the legs, strong legs, and slightly shifting the weight forward to the tops of the feet. This will allow gravity to take over and release through the spine, release through the neck. And maybe go a little bit deeper. As you shift forward onto the tops of the feet, you find a little bit more length through the hamstrings. 5 breaths here. On your next inhale, you lift up and hold it on the exhale. It's a nice little moment here. And then you inhale, hands to your hips, come all the way up, and you exhale at the top. So that was just A. B, C, and D, you apply the same principles. Use the movement to bring the torso through the legs with some opposing movement. So in B, you inhale, arms out to the side, exhale, hands to the hips, take a deep breath in, and then exhale, your hands stay on the hips. Now this time you just have that 1 point of contact at the top of the head. Maybe your head doesn't touch, that's fine. You can still apply the movement of shifting the weight to the tops of the feet to bring a deeper expression of the posture, to find a deeper expression of the posture, engaging through the legs. And then you find that when you find that shift, the spine can release a little bit more, relax through the neck. And then if the top of the head touches, then you can gently find that same movement of using the top of the head to pull the torso forward. It's a little bit hard in this position. This position tends to challenge our balance a bit more. After 5 breaths, you inhale, come all the way up. C, same thing, arms out to the side on the inhale. Exhale, interlace behind the back. Inhale here, and then exhale, you go into a shoulder stretch where you, when you bring the head towards the floor. Good, and this one, it's really helpful if you can go all the way down like this, to tuck the chin into the chest, and that gives the shoulders a bit more space to open. Yeah? So keep the shoulder relaxed. Same thing, strong legs, shift slightly to the top of the feet, and then you kind of also feel a natural hollowing out happen when you do that. Find that Uddiyana Bandha, the energy moving up through the torso. Inhale, come all the way up. After 5 breaths. And the last one, D, inhale, hands to the hips. So this one, we don't bring our arms out to the side. We just bring the arms out to the side in B and C. D, inhale, hands to the hips. Exhale, catch the big toes. Inhale, find the length, and then exhale, really similar to A, where you have some contact with the hands to help pull to pull yourself deeper into the posture. You can bring the top of the head to the floor, and here you just pull on the toes to pull the top of the head closer to the mat. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, and then again you can kind of shift the weight and bring the head to the top, bring the weight to the top of the head, lengthening more through the hamstrings. 5 breaths, inhale, look up, exhale there, and inhale, all the way up, hands to the hips. You're here, really, exhale into Samasthiti. Okay, I hope that helped, and that my hair is not too crazy right now. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see. Namaste.